Today on the grid, it's holiday Q&A day. We're answering your questions about photography, about Lightroom, about Photoshop, and about love. All right, plus the K-Man, the K-Cup, the Pronto Pup, the real Rocket Man, Erik Kuna is here, so there is no gallivantation this week. We've got some news. We got some great giveaways. We're going to be giving some stuff that you might want to re-gift for the holidays. It's going to be, say it with me, a fine, fine day on the grid. And it all starts in just 12.4 seconds. Let's go!
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey-o!
Hey, here we are.
It's Thursday, around 1-ish, and welcome. Glad to have you here, myself and Mr. Kuna.
Hey, everybody.
The K-Cup.
Yeah, the K-Cup.
K-Cup is in the house.
Trademark.
That's just like we call Kathy Perupsky K-Pop.
Mm-hmm.
He's the K-Cup.
Anyway,
glad to have you here. It's going to be a fun day on the grid. We're
taking questions today.
We're taking questions, but let me tell you, I got a chicken sandwich scoop. I don't know if I should save it to the end or I should just bust open with it now. I'm telling you, it's a hot take.
Hot take.
What do you think? Wait or do it now?
Well, we'll see how the questions come in.
All right,
and then, as the questions
if there's a lull in the questions, we might
we'll
drop it in the chat.
It'll turn into a 45-minute show about chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. All right. What's going on? Hey, I posted all the information for Erik and my Vietnam workshop, which is coming up in March of next year, so not that far away. There it is.
Yeah.
So you can go get the information there. And if you are, a KelbyOne member, you're hearing about it now. And I sent a ticket. If you're a VIP or Inner Circle member, I sent you an email today with links to get your tickets. There's only 6 spots left. There are 14 total, but only 6 left. If you want to be one of those folks, well, there's all the information right there. Make sure you get on the email list because you'll be the next to know. So that email will be going out in a couple of days. So go to scottkelbyworkshops.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and you can sign up for the newsletter right there, the advanced. And the only thing I send out to that address, by the way, is that. I don't send out other stuff. So that's all you're either going to hear about a workshop or you're not. Okay, that's it. Anyway. It's going to be very exciting, and right now it's the hot spot for photographers around the world. Like, everybody wants to go there. It's the hot place to go for photography. So that's why we chose it. Why did we choose Vietnam? I think also Erik and I wanted to go to Vietnam. Yeah. We kind of wanted to go. So, well, there's that. But everybody wants to go, so we're not alone.
Well,
all right.
There's also other people. Rick Salmon talked me into it.
Oh, yeah, it was Rick Salmon that got us all on it. But you know what else we're doing that's kind of cool? So one night, we are going to jump on a cruise ship and take a cruise to Halong Bay. Yeah. And then we'll spend the night there, and then we come back.
Got a sunset shoot there.
Got a sunset and a sunrise, and then we come back to our hotel. And we didn't have to check out of our hotel. They keep our hotel for us.
We got private boats,
it's pretty
too.
Sweet. Private boat, private boat, private boat.
All that good stuff.
I'm going to change my name to that, Private Boat.
Yes.
Anyway, so what else we got going on? We don't have any more conferences for the rest of this year, but the next one up, I believe, is our iPhone Photography Conference.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of our biggest conferences of the year, the iPhone Photography Conference. So you can sign up now and save money. All right, so there's that. That's coming up. Let's see what else we got. Well, the holidays.
What else do we got?
We're going to get all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, holidays. You got any holiday questions?
You know what I put on my holiday list? Because I have family members asking me, can I get you a little something and all? I put the new Westcott wireless trigger.
Oh, the trigger, yeah?
Yeah, I put that trigger on there.
Yeah, why not?
And you're thinking, but Scott, aren't you one of the Westcott pros? Wouldn't you kind of just call them and say, send you one? Oh, if it was only that easy.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Hey, send me this. Yeah. Dang it.
Yeah,
that's the one right there. That's the one. The Westcott FJT1M Universal Touchscreen. Now, I don't have it yet, but Terry White was the one that sold me on this and said, dude, it's so phenomenal. It's like everything that you dreamed would be in a trigger is in this trigger. And I'm like, I use Westcott lights, so I'm like sold. They also have an actual, Westcott has replaced the FJ400s that I use with something else. I don't know what it is. Okay. Anyhow,
we got giveaways here.
ooh,
I see. We're giving away a Platypod Delta. Somebody could win that.
That's Platypod Delta right there. It's the whole little kit there. You get a carabiner and a little, you can strap it to stuff using the strap and all.
Got the
And look at that. It's a 2025 PPA hot one. All right. How about this? What about this thing?
A copy of the night photography book.
Right here, the night photography book. By the way, this book is just out, right? So no one has this book except for, whoever bought the pre-sales. But it's just been out for, I don't know, a month or so.
3 months.
3 months?
It's been 3 months.
Time goes fast.
Time flies.
All right. Anyway, this book is tearing it up. So get on board. Get this book now. Can you get it before Christmas? Yes, you can.
Yes.
You can get it
Look
now.
at that.
It's a great book. If you want to shoot the Milky Way outdoor light at night, if you're a night photographer or you always dreamed of being a night photographer, Mr. Kuna's book that I'm holding here in my hand, which has 38 reviews and it's 5-star, go and get it now. We're giving away that. We're also going to give away what? Crush the composition. This is the thing that every photographer needs to know, but what they really want to learn is their camera instead. If you learn this will actually make you get better shots.
It's so hard because I get it. I get the gear, and we think, this person shoots with this, and that's what makes their photos look like that. And it's like, it's more understanding a concept like this.
Yep.
When you understand composition and what that is to your photography, it'll take it to a level beyond where your gear will overtake you. Yeah.
And it's actually on a pretty good deal because it's been kind of, Amazon sets the pricing, not me. So the pricing is pretty good right now, actually. And it will arrive before Christmas. So
yeah, there you go.
Come on, let's go.
And then we're giving away a copy of On One No Noise. So an awesome plugin for removing noise and then adding back that sharpening you lose with that noise reduction.
By the way, I featured that on my podcast. So I do a podcast called One on One. Get it?
Yes.
And I did a whole thing on no noise this time.
Yeah, if you're doing, like they're showing there, wildlife, absolutely.
Oh, my examples are better than this. Oh, you should see my examples.
You got to be using that.
Come on, my examples killed. Oh, mine are way better than that. They should call me and say, I want to use those. Because my examples, I opened up some, stuff shot at high ISOs. I even went back and grabbed a couple of older ones, and man, did it work well.
Yeah, like you show that one. We were shooting in New York City with the.
Oh yeah.
Out the glass windows.
Out the glass windows.
At night, handheld. Shooting at like 25,000 ISO.
Hey,
it just cleans up the whole thing.
I just want to see if I've got it handy. If I've got one handy, I'll show you. I don't think I probably do, but let me just.
So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the chats. No matter where you are, we're going to be monitoring. I'm sure Dobson's over there monitoring all your chats
not monitoring anything.
Facebook, on YouTube, Dobson? On our website, all that good stuff.
All right, one more thing. So earlier today, Mr. Kuna and I did a demo of KelbyOne.
Yeah.
So we've had people ask us like, okay, well, if I join, what's it like? And they're like, So we do a behind the wall thing where we basically take you. That's a picture we took from it today. That's me and Kuna earlier today. And anyway, long story short is we take you behind the wall, and we also do a studio tour. We give you a tour of the studios here. And the whole thing is only about 25 minutes long. So if you know somebody that you're like, yeah, they should probably join KelbyOne, or if you're thinking, yeah, it's about time I should get on board, you can go to my Facebook page and just watch the replay. If you go to facebook.com/skelby. So that's me, SKELBY. It looks like Skelby, but it's SKelby. Or you can go to YouTube, youtube.com/KelbyOne. You can watch it there. But it's only about 25 minutes long, but we take you through what it's like.
And got a great offer in there.
We have an offer in there that I will not say on the air, but it's an offer that is ridiculous. It's something really, really great. And the last time we did it, a ridiculous amount of people, probably more than ever, took advantage of it because it's ridiculous. So anyway, Go check it out. It's a perfect thing for the holidays. It's right before the holidays. You can go grab it. All right. So as Mr. Kuna mentioned, today is an open Q&A day. So as we're going into the end of the year, if you have any lingering questions about anything, including life, liberty, love, passion, chicken
It's always
sandwiches.
best if you keep it to photography. We'll be able to talk in depth about that.
Yeah, we have certain
Now, you
topics
could
that
go
are off
philosophical on us and all that,
limit.
and we
But
could go there
we
if
have
you
off
want.
limits. Like we
but-
don't talk about Dobson.
yes.
That's where we draw the line. So if you're
Yes.
asking,
And it's only
personal
because
questions-
Dobson, if we talk about him, then he starts hitting us after the show. It's very
yeah,
abusive.
it's very violent.
Yeah.
People ask for his phone number, how to get to his house, stuff like that. We can't share that.
Can't do any of that.
So anyway, that's where we're at. There's some couple of the things I wanted to talk about today.
Do you have anything coming up?
Oh, did you tell them how to enter to win this stuff?
No, we didn't talk about that.
I think you should tell them.
It's really easy. All you got to do is leave us a comment no matter where you're watching and just tell us what you'd like to win. And then what we do is at the end of the show, we pick winners, and then we'll ship you out your prize.
Yeah, it does help if you tell us what you want to win, because if not, we pick something random. It's probably
And
not
we
what you
could.
want to
We
win.
could do that. We could pick something
Well, we
random.
got some shout-outs to
Yeah.
folks. Here we go.
Yeah, we got people joining us all over the place. Dodie. Hey, Dodie.
Jody!
Saying hi from Maryland. And then David saying hi from Nebraska. Laurent saying hi from Cave Creek, Arizona. Kim saying hi all the way, our book editor, Kim.
Yeah, Kim, my book editor.
Yep.
Hi, Kim.
Treasure Maze is saying hi from Columbia, South Carolina. Lisa saying hi from Atlanta. Sana is saying hi all the way from Sweden. And then we got
right.
Anders saying hi from Montreal. Laurent saying hi from Houston. And then Annie saying hi from Scotland.
Oh, glad to have you guys here.
Yeah.
Yay, welcome. Hey, so I did something kind of fun this week.
Yeah.
So I'm working on a book, as that's kind of, that's kind of my thing. Where is the camera? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. So working on updating my my best-selling book, my iPhone book my iPhone photography book.
Mm-hmm.
It's been my number one selling book for the last 5 years, almost 5 years. It's been my number one selling book. But they've made enough changes to the camera and to the operating system and all that kind of stuff. And I've just got some new techniques that I actually want to, as soon as they turn the tally light on, I move. Here we go. We're back there.
I think what it is they've got the tally lights switched. So when you're looking over there, it's set up.
Whatever.
So it's like,
Or they're just messing with me, because watch, I turn towards this camera. Yeah, they're just screwing with me. No matter what camera. Anyway, let me finish my story. So I'm updating this book, and I'm down to the very end of updating this book. So I'm at the very end of it, and it won't be long before it goes off to press. And then we ship it to South Korea, where it takes a slow printing job. Beautiful printing job, but not the fastest. Anyway, so we went on location, and we did a bunch of the people shots. I have a chapter on portraits and a chapter on posing, but it's all done with the iPhone. Now, I was using the iPhone 17 Pro, which is like the new iPhone and all. Every time I use it, I'm just stunned at how great it does. It really, when you think about it, it's a 24 megapixel mirrorless camera with a 13-200 optical lens. That's pretty amazing. And so we were shooting with it on location, inside, indoors, and outdoors, and we rented a studio. The studio kind of looks like a house inside. Like it has different walls and different stuff, and there's furniture and props and all. It's terrific. And that was just outside of downtown Tampa in what was an old cigar factory. Terrific place and really nice folks. But we got so much done. Had such a great time. Anyway, heads up, next year that book will be coming out. Not in 2 weeks or anything crazy like that. But anyway, I do have another book on press. This one actually is on press. And listen to this. Hear me out. The publisher says it's going to be available by the end of the year. And it's my big, thick Lightroom book. It's the Lightroom book that covers everything in Lightroom. So it's called the Lightroom book for digital photographers.
We're talking about the end of this year?
The end of this year.
A couple weeks?
Different publisher. So this one's from Peach Pit Press. Peach Pit apparently not only prints them in the United States, they print it right near the shipping dock or something. Yeah, it's going to be ready,
Wow.
and we just sent it
That's
a few
amazing.
weeks ago. But it's the biggest book. It's 500 and something pages. It's all inclusive. It is like the ultimate guide to Lightroom. It is my best-selling Lightroom book ever, and it's one that I've been writing and updating for 14 years. I wrote the first one before Lightroom was even released. I wrote it on the beta. By the way, huge mistake. Never do that again.
Yes.
Because when the real thing came out, it had changed significantly enough that I had to start over from scratch. Huge mistake.
So I want to throw in a curveball for this show.
Uh-oh.
I want to throw in a curveball. I want to add a contingency to the winners, right? That we will pick the winners that ask a question. If you ask, you have to. We've never done that, but I'm thinking
Never done that.
we're going to do one. If you ask a question, and we pick your question, that will be. Now this is going to. I'm doing this mainly to throw a little more pressure on Dobson. Because we love to throw a little bit more. Yes, he is. So I'm throwing a little more pressure. I'm digging in here. And so anybody who asks a question and tells us what they want to win, they will be entered to the contest. So a little caveat to the contest this week. So,
Interesting.
yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
anyway. All right. Hey, Gene's asking, can we talk about the chicken?
We can talk about it.
I think we should talk about it.
But we do need to take a break. When we come back from the break, we can talk all about the chicken.
Hold on.
You know why?
I
Because
know
I'm
why.
a mean one.
Turn sideways.
This is New York City. My name is Ali Rajabi, and welcome to my class, Street as a Studio, Seeing Light, Form, and Possibility. Every corner here holds something unexpected, a flash of light, a shadow, a gesture, a color that only lasts for a second. This class is about learning to recognize those moments, to see beyond the surface, and to create photographs that feels alive and intentional. It's not about perfection or post-processing. It's about vision, patience, and curiosity. We'll explore how to use light, people, and even everyday objects to build images that are thoughtful and full of a story. The street is your studio, wide open, unpredictable, and full of possibility. Let's step into it together and see what this amazing city offers.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
All right, we're back, and it's time for some chicken sandwich hot take. Now, this one's going to come out of left field, but I got a brief story of how this happened. So we're at that shoot, all right? I'm at that shoot, and I'm leaving. I'm leaving the shoot, and I think, well, I haven't had breakfast or lunch, so I want to grab something. It's now like, 2 o'clock or 1:30. I want to grab something. So I'm driving out of the area where we're at, which is in West Tampa, and I drive right by a Popeye's chicken. Come on, the king of chicken sandwiches, the one that started chicken sandwich
they were
wars.
like the ones that started the whole war.
So I pull in, I go to the drive-through window, I said, yeah, I'd like the spicy chicken sandwich, and I kid you not, the woman says, we're out of chicken sandwiches. You're out of chicken sandwiches. You're Popeye's chicken, and you're out of chicken sandwiches. Yes. So I'm just cracking up. I think it's funny as hell. I drive out of there. I get on the interstate. On the way home, I pass one of my other favorite chicken places, PDQ Chicken, which is a chain that started in Tampa, and they have a chicken sandwich called the Buffy Blue that's out of this world.
Yeah.
And so I stop, I pull up, and it is closed and under construction.
Oh, nice. So you're just like, you probably said I had to go try something new.
I did. I happened to know that there were a group of restaurants right down the street, maybe less than 5 minutes from where I was, because it's Waters Avenue.
Okay, yeah, I know.
So I go under.
I know exactly which one you were going into.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm driving down there. There's a Panda Express on the right, and I even thought for a second, but the Panda is really hard to eat in the car, and I was in the mood for a chicken sandwich. So here's where I went. Listen to this. Church's Fried Chicken.
All right.
And I ordered there. They have a
Church's
spicy
Texas Fried Chicken.
I ordered their spicy chicken sandwich. And there's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is surprisingly good, like very, very good, solid chicken sandwich. What's the downside? It was small. You know how you get these, like the Popeyes is big, and they're all these sandwiches
it wasn't
like
this coming out the
big
bun
chicken.
And all that, yeah.
It was not. You know what it looked like? When I opened it up and looked at it, it looked like a McDonald's cheeseburger. I don't mean a quarter pounder. I mean the actual.
So it was just like a little piece of chicken.
It was just a small. All right, you
it
see how the bun, it's coming out of the bun? No.
It wasn't.
No, it was not. If you trimmed it all the way around to make sure it fit inside the bun, that is, I would say that is approximately 1.5 times the size of what they served. But it was very good. It was like, hey, this is actually a real. So here's what I would say.
You're saying they're almost there.
I'm saying order two or wait for them to finally catch on and go, people want that big chicken sandwich. I'll tell you, the KFC one, big chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Popeyes, big chicken.
Yeah.
Those are really good. The old Burger King that was so good, those were great. But anyway, in the meantime, we're just going to focus on, if you need to go by Church's and get some chicken sandwich, the spicy chicken sandwich at Church's gets a thumbs up. Not bad at all. Little small, maybe order two. If you would order 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers, right? Because, like, nobody gets one McDonald's. You're a kid, that's what comes in a Happy Meal, is 1 McDonald's cheeseburger. Order 2 of their chicken sandwiches. I think you'll be happy. How about that?
There you go.
All right. Questions for Kuna.
Yes.
First off, Daniel wants to know, when are you going back to CERN, to the CERN Super Collider, where you won 3rd place, correct?
Yes.
In a competition?
Well, no, I won the People's Choice Award. Yeah.
Ooh, the people.
People. I love the People's Choice Award. That means the people.
People. Not the sheeple.
Yes.
People.
The people like
When are you going back?
Well, so we're still working out the times. So they're having me back when they're at a downtime. So they run experiments throughout the whole year. But there's a couple times a year, and I'm thinking it's going to be next summer sometime. We're not sure. But when they're going to actually take it offline and then be able to go down into it and actually get up close at like the actual experiments, like the Atlas experiment, which is the one, like the big, there's basically like 4 big places that they're doing experiments. So
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm trying to figure out what Dobson's doing.
Yeah, because like the questions went away. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you?
I know. I don't know.
Fix that. Wow.
But yeah,
right.
So that's where hopefully next summer we'll see. That's kind of like, it's just all the dealing with schedules and
stuff. All right, more Eric questions. Eric, what's your favorite travel tripod? I know you were searching for a new one. I didn't know you were searching for a travel tripod.
I was searching about a year and a half ago. I landed on one, and I've been using it for about a year.
I was going to tell you, did you see the deal this weekend?
I saw that on the Peak.
Dude, the
Yeah,
Peak
the
travel tripod, the aluminum tripod that is normally $399 was $219 at B&H, but the deal's over, sale's over.
Yeah,
I put it out on Twitter and on my Facebook page.
I looked for a while because I liked the Peak one, but it was still a little bit unstable for me to use for like tracking or landscape photography. So I wanted something that would be like a travel / could be my landscape if I needed it to. And
Probably a little heavier than a Peak.
It's about, well, it's only a few ounces heavier, but it is heavier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's
because the Peak's a travel. It's not really. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say taking on a landscape shoot.
This is the one. I'm telling you, this one, and it's on sale right now.
It's
but
still $399.
it's expensive, but
Yeah.
it's carbon fiber. I think they do have a cheaper one that's aluminum. Weight's a big thing to me, so I'm willing to pay the extra $100. In fact, you can see you purchased this product on January 5th, so I've had it about a year, so my mind was pretty correct. That, and I do think, again, see, they've got one here. Well, this one's $299. Oh yeah, this one just has the ball head. I like it actually with the integrated one. It's a little tighter. What's great about it, other than the Peak Design one doesn't allow me to tilt, and this one allows me to tilt.
Yeah, I took the Peak one off. I just bought the legs. Yeah.
So that's why I like this one. But hey, I mean, it's been solid. I've been able to take that out at night, put a tracker on it, all that good stuff, and it's solid.
Well, there you go, Belinda.
Yeah.
Andres is asking, does the Seastar 30 thingy? So that is
the little
robotic telescope that is small and amazing. He's going to pull it up
It's
here.
an S30.
An S30.
Right here.
There it is.
There
He's
it
had
is.
it here on the grid, sitting right there on the desk.
And probably
it's small.
you can see. Well, they don't have it with a person, but it's super small. They don't have probably any scale there.
Yeah.
There's a
There you
scale.
go. There's
of a
some
person.
scale. Yeah, you can see it's pretty small. So the question is does that Seastar thingy that you got to see like planets? Like can you see Mars and Jupiter and so on, or is it only stars and nebulas?
So a little bit more complex of an answer. Pretty much every telescope that you have that's going to shoot things like stars and nebulas, well, especially stars and if you're going to shoot nebulas or any of those emissions or galaxies, those are going to be a little wider of a field, like a wider of a field of view. When you start getting into wanting to shoot a single planet or you want to shoot a single star, you need a lot of reach.
Yes.
So now we've got to go to a telescope that is very, 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 very magnified. So that's where those are not going to be able to do it. But my point there is, it doesn't matter what telescope, they're not going to be able to do it unless it's designed to get into planets. So you just need way more reach. It's kind of like the difference would be like you're shooting at 500 millimeters versus shooting at 1200 millimeters, right? Like on photography, say you were shooting a bird, and you're shooting the bird at 500 millimeters versus shooting the bird at 1200 millimeters. Well, you got to, for a lot of those small little pinpoint birds, you've got to get like really close, and that's where you're going to need. So no smart telescope or regular telescope, most of them will not get out to planets. Planets become a little niche-y with the technology.
All right, Rick Greeley. Hey, Rick was in our demo today.
Yeah.
Hey, so Rick, just for you guys to know, we did this demo today, right? But what's nice is, even though we asked KelbyOne members to say, send this to a friend who's not a member, we still have members that come on just to support us. And Rick was there today and said some very nice things and was, unsolicited. Rick just got in there. So thank you, Rick, first for your comment. And then here's Rick's question. What would you say is the one new item every photographer should get? It sounds like Rick's looking for holiday ideas.
Yeah, holiday ideas here.
Be it software or equipment. Wow,
we could go so many different places.
You could go so many ways. I will say this, Rick. If you don't already have one of these really good lenses that does it all,
I was going to say
that would be it for me. So I use a 24 to 240,
Yes.
And that works for Sony, and it works for Canon, And then a Nikon's is a
It's
24
funny. I
to
was going to say the
200.
same thing.
But I'm telling you what, that has been a revelation, because always having a lens that'll do whatever you want to do on your camera, especially for travel and for almost everything. I mean, I do portraits and everything with it. It has changed everything for me. It has made it so much more enjoyable, especially for travel. So I'm going to say, for me, that would be my pick.
Yeah, because I was the same thing.
There you go.
I was going the all-around lens. Because I see so many photographers that don't have the all-around lens. They have these, like, again, specific niche lenses. And while that's good, I mean, again, if you have a certain style, I mean, I wouldn't recommend that if you're telling me, like, hey, I only shoot X. But there's not many people I meet, including myself, that I don't only shoot this. I'd like to shoot a bunch of different things.
Yep.
And when you like to do a bunch of different things, having that versatile lens just comes in so handy. That's why I love my new iPhone, where I've got that ultra wide all the way to telephoto.
Someone's
I love it.
asking, who is Dobson? All right, so Dobson, who is Dobson? So Dobson he's many things. But
A man, a myth, a legend.
He does a lot of things here. He's kind of a utility player that does all kinds of stuff. One of the things I love is when I'm doing photo shoots, Dobson assists me on the shoots.
He's your assistant.
Yeah. So, and he's very good at it. He's a photographer himself, so he knows what he's doing, and he's very comfortable, and he's very large. He's very tall and big and strong. He drives a Ford F-150 Lightning, and it's the perfect car for him because he looks small in it. And then he does work with our video team. He works on productions. He does all kinds of stuff. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife of a person. He's a utility player. Today, he is monitoring the comments for the grid, so you never know what Dobson is going to do. And then when he's not working for us, he is one of the dancers in the Chippendales. And so sometimes he comes in after work.
That's usually why he can come in, because it's usually a night gig for him. A lot of times he got those night shifts.
Sometimes he has to change here.
Overnight,
and he puts on these like black spandex and like a little tie and a thing here. And then for some reason,
it's weird if he comes right from the job. When he comes right from the job,
that's the worst.
Yeah,
because then his shirt's already off. It's a little weird. Anyway, that's who Dobson is. Dobson sometimes is running the jib, which is how he became famous. So there's that. Look.
And he just put in the comments, and it's time for a break.
And he just put in the comments, and it's time for a break. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, more about Dobson and the many wonders.
Maybe we'll bring Dobson on in his uniform.
Yeah, in his uniform. I wouldn't let him come on unless he's in his full Chippendale outfit.
Yeah.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. In this class, I'm going to show you the 3 deadly sins of sky replacement. These are 3 mistakes I see a lot of people doing sky replacement are doing over and over and over. So we're going to tackle all 3, and then I'm going to show you how to replace the sky for sunrise, sunset, even the Milky Way. I'm even going to show you how to do time blending, where you take a sunset and then you add the Milky Way. I'm going to show you what to do when the sky replacement doesn't work. I'm also going to show you how to use Nano Banana, which just came into Photoshop, which is Google AI, to do sky replacement if you don't have a huge collection of sky. This class is the latest on sky replacement. It's going to blow your mind exclusively on KelbyOne.
Have you ever seen a photo where everything in the image frame is rendered as being 100% completely tack sharp and wondered, how the heck did they do that? I'm nature photographer Ian Plant, and I've spent the past 20 years perfecting this exact technique. And so when everything in the image frame looks sharp, I call this deep focus. And in this class, I'm going to teach you how you can get deep focus whenever you want. And I'm going to show you several different ways of achieving the deep focus effect. And some of these might sound a little bit scary, like depth of field and hyperfocal distance. which is the old-fashioned way of getting deep focus. I'm also going to teach you the modern way, something called focus stacking. And I'm going to cut through all of the technical jargon and present these concepts in an easy to understand way that you can practically apply when you're making your own photos. So join me as I demystify deep focus. Available only on KelbyOne.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
We're back. What were we talking about before we went to break?
What, Dobson and his other jobs?
Yeah. All right. We'll let that one just marinate for a minute. All right. Sharon has a question.
Yes, Sharon's asking, how do you load a current Lightroom catalog or Lightroom Classic catalog into the new Lightroom Classic installation?
All right. So you did a fresh install. Let me see if you can see my screen here.
Oh yeah, we see it.
You would launch Lightroom, and you'll probably have an empty catalog. Just go into the File menu and choose Open Catalog. That's it. And from now on, it will open that catalog. That was easy.
Boom.
Boom.
And then
It's my favorite kind of question, by the way, Sharon. Thank you. I like ones I can answer.
Nicole's asking, do you have any tips for getting accurate skin tones and crisp whites?
Yeah. So Nicole, if you get your white balance right, your skin tones will look great. But here's what I would recommend if you're struggling with that. Go to B&H and don't order a gray card. Order what's called a warm card. So a warm card is designed for people shooting weddings and portraits, and you will have your subject hold it in the first frame, right? So you're going to have them hold it up, and you're going to take a picture of it with them holding it like up near their face.
Mm-hmm.
Then what you'll do is you'll open that in Lightroom. I mean, there's a number of ways to do this, but let's say you're done with your shoot. You have 250 photos, but only one where they're holding the gray card. You select all the photos, turn on auto sync. When you take your eyedropper tool and you click it on the warm card, it will fix all the other photos instantaneously, simultaneously. In fact, if you give me a second, I might be able to show you that. Give me 1 second. Don't move, don't breathe, don't make a sound, because I might have something right here. Is this working? Yeah, I think it is. Is it? She looks out of focus. Let me see if Lightroom is... No, it's working. Okay. So can you see my screen here?
Yes.
All right. So this is what gray card looks like. A warm card is this, but just a little, it's a little different shade. This is the one that I include in the back of the book that I just talked about. My Lightroom book actually comes with this. I have one in my Photoshop book and my Lightroom book. It is an 18% gray card, right? So that's what you need to hold in the first frame. So then what you would do is this. So if you look at her, let me just make sure everything's reset here, right? If you look at her, right, watch. I'm resetting the photos, so you'll see the color is going to be way off. Just give it a sec. It's still resetting the settings. All right. So her skin tone looks pretty good there, but let me just show you. Give it a second. It's almost done. Man, Lightroom's running slow. There's the actual white balance for the first set, right? So what you would do is you select them all, go to this first image. You have to be in the develop module, right? Here, I'm going to let you see it down here in the film strip. You're going to take the eyedropper tool. You're going to click it on something that is 18% gray. Look at the bottom. Did you see that?
Yeah, they all
now, the
updated.
other ones down here, they're off too. They're just, instead of being blue, they're too warm. So you would, again, just do the same thing. Go to that gray card here. Click on that. And then you're going to click here, and it's going to fix those. Give it a second. It's updating those. So the skin tones look, even though one was way too warm and one was way too cool, it go ahead. And now I think all those photos are a little underexposed. But anyway, long story short.
Well, that just helps, yeah.
So that will get your skin tones. It'll get your whites to be white. It's just a color. It's just a white balance issue. So there you go.
All right. Then Matt asking a question.
The famous Met.
How do you, as a photographer, use social media like Facebook and Instagram? A place to show your work, inspiration, or something else?
All right. So number one, the one that you should really use the most is Instagram. Why Instagram? Because Instagram is the only social media based on photography. The entire thing is really based on photography and to some extent video. But if I do something or somebody lets me shoot there, whatever, right? They never ask me to post it on Facebook. Never, never, not even once. But they always give me their Instagram tags. They always say, please tag us at this for Instagram. And they don't even mention Facebook. You know why? Because Facebook's for old people. No, I'm just kidding. Because I'm on Facebook all the time, and I'm obviously very young. All right. And vibrant. Thank you. Anyway, long story short, I would focus on Instagram. Now, why Instagram? Now, I have to tell you, Matt, you have to go watch my class. But I have a whole thing about Instagram and building your audience and why you're building your audience. So I'm just going to condense it really quick, Matt. But really, Instagram is your best chance of getting in front of people that can advance your photography career. For example, every morning, art directors, advertising people, social media people, photographic buyers and all wake up in the morning, they go to Instagram and they type in whatever their favorite thing is. Your chance of getting in front of them, because your image will be under that. So let's just say that you're shooting architecture, since you do shoot architecture. By the way, for those of you watching, Met won the Architectural Photographer of the Year in one of the awards that she won. She not only won the category, but won Architectural Photographer of the Year. But let's just say you're trying to get in front of people that buy, collect, or commission architectural photography. Yeah. You're going to tag your image with, here's a shot I took in Copenhagen. It's such and such a building. Hashtag architecture. And then I would go find all the other hashtags.
Related hashtags.
The hashtags, by the way, are just simply search terms, right? Yeah. So you're going to put in some search terms, no more than maybe 10 or 12, right? And then when people, if someone wants to buy architecture, they want to see who are the good photographers on Instagram, they're going to type in architecture, and your picture, if you loaded one that day, is going to be in there. So you're going to get your work in front of people in a way on Instagram that you cannot get on Twitter. You'll never get on Facebook. Especially Facebook is just punitive to everyone that touches it. So I would just say focus on Instagram, get your work out there. But I also use Instagram for inspiration as well. Like if I want to do a particular shoot and I need some ideas, I'll just go and type in the hashtag and that thing. Like if I wanted for iPhone photography for portraits ideas, I would just type in iPhone portraits and it would bring me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of images that people did of portraits on the iPhone. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, but the other part of your question, like I think these platforms are a place to show your work.
Yep.
But then to Scott's point there, it is also inspiration for us to get inspired on other things that we might create. Like that's where I use it a lot of what you're talking about. So it can be all those things. What Scott just mentioned also is it's a place to make connections.
Yep.
So you want to use the social media as a place to make those connections. And then don't use social media for all the evil stuff that it is. Because there is an evil side to social media. At least that's my opinion.
There's a pretty awful side.
Yes,
okay.
Very awful side.
All right, what's Alan's question here?
Alan, do either of you customize any buttons on your cameras?
Alan, I can tell you the first thing I do when I get a new camera, and it's for me, this is an absolute must. So on the back of my camera, Actually, let me pull up a camera. Hold on, I'm going to show you.
I think the answer to this question is definitely yes, and we'll expand on certain
Yeah, let me
things.
just pull up one so I can give you a visual.
Definitely yes.
Let me give you a visual. Give me 10 seconds.
Like while he's looking that up, one button that I customize is I shoot a lot of action photography, so I configure it for what's called back button focus. So that is the autofocus on the back turns on when I engage it. That's really good for if you're shooting action, but probably not so good if just general stuff. Because then you have to remember that you have back button focus on, and that's where most people forget.
Hang on. I don't know why I'm having Oh, crud. I need the back of the camera, and I keep finding the front of the camera. Can you go to B&H and just pull it up?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
pull
you
up
would
a
have like Canon
R62 or something. All right, sorry about that. I thought I would have it right there at my fingertips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
click on
want
it
to look
and
at this.
That. Okay, here we go. Click it. All right, do you see that button that says Set?
Yes, this button.
The very first thing I change when I buy a new camera is I set the button Set to zoom into my image at 8 times. The reason is because I need to check sharpness while I'm out there shooting. Everything looks sharp on that small, tiny little 3-inch screen.
Oh, yeah.
It's the smallest screen you own, unless you own an Apple Watch. It's the smallest screen you have. Heck, my Apple Watch screen's almost that big. But anyway, long story short, you can't tell if it's really in focus. I'm taking a portrait. Do I really know if their eye's in focus? I do if I hit that set button because it jumps all the way to 8x. Then I can use
So
the
is
little...
that in playback you set the set
That's in
button?
playback, yeah.
So in playback, you set the
I
set
hit
button.
it zooms into 8. I can look, yep, is their eye in focus? I hit set again and it zooms out. Now that you might say, well, Scott, isn't there already a button on the back? Can you look on show the back of the camera
right
again?
here.
Isn't there a magnifying glass button? Yeah, and here's how it works. Click, 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 click.
He's got it set.
Move
where
around.
One button does
click,
all of
click,
it.
click, click, click to zoom back out. You're not going to
Do
do
you
it.
ever do the like? I don't understand that either. Because like, why would you? You'd never click in and go like it goes like 10% in. It's like I'm just checking focus. Like go into the maximum amount I could go in.
Yeah, it's just stupid. So anyway, I assigned that button right off the bat. That is the biggest thing for me. I want to know that my shots are sharp, not my shards. My shots are sharp, and that's how I do it. I press stop it. Is that Dobson saying
yeah, it's
horrible
Dobson
things?
over there.
He's the worst.
He's getting back at you.
Oh, I can't stand him. Let's see.
But
So
yeah,
hope it
so that's
answers.
the question. Is yes, definitely customized.
All right, now I'm with Eric. If I'm shooting any action, I will change my back button focus.
And right up here,
That
this
button
one
right there.
right there. See, it
So
says
what
AF
that
on.
does is it turns on the focus and lets you lock down the focus if you want to keep it like in continuous mode and not. And then when you press your shutter button, it does not refocus.
Yes.
So you can click, 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 and the focus doesn't keep trying to refocus. Because think about this, guys, real quickly here, if you can show me. Every time you press the shutter button, it goes out and focuses, right? It goes, focus on that. Focus on that.
Yeah, because the way it's programmed is the half press is autofocus.
Focus, and then click, and it comes back, right? But if you use back button focus and you hold it, then you can go shoot, 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 and it's tracking with the bird. It's tracking with the
and then
plane.
if I
It's
don't
tracking
want it
with
to
the football
track, I just
player.
release the focus.
And if you don't want it to track, you take your thumb off.
Yeah.
Once you do it, now a lot of people will fall in love with it for action and then use it for other stuff, and they just love it.
I do.
So give it a try. It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's
But
lovely.
for action, it's like a definite. For
and you
me.
can always turn your shutter button back on where it takes
Yeah.
your shots. All right.
Got another question from Alan. Is do you gift your printed images for family and friends?
I didn't do it this year. I often have in the past, and the results. I wish I'd thought to do it more, but I haven't this year. But
I mean,
yeah,
definitely I do, and I love it. And
he does because he's cheap. He doesn't want to buy presents. He wants to make them.
No, it's not.
He's very crafty. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
It's
totally
not very true when it comes to friends. I'm very
Totally
cheap in my
kidding.
own life. Is my problem.
You're not really cheap in your own life. You bought everything you've ever wanted from the moment
But
you saw.
I'm frugal, and my as my wife would say.
I'm totally kidding. He's the
frugal.
last
But
person.
I
to be
will
cheap.
spend money on stuff when when I really want
He's
to.
Far from cheap.
But yeah, no, I totally do that. So, all right. James is asking, okay, I have a question. Adding a sky gets rid of the plain prop wash. You know
All right.
prop wash that's coming.
Yeah.
How do I get the prop movement back and still have the new sky?
All right,
This is a
it's
good
tricky,
one.
but here's what you're going to do. You're going to use the history brush, and you're going to lower the opacity. So the history brush in Photoshop is undo on a brush. So if you were to go where the propeller, where the prop spin is, and you just painted with the history brush, you know what's going to happen? It's going to paint in the original one, and you'll see no sky behind it. That's why you're going to go up to the options bar in Photoshop and lower the opacity. Now, this is going to take some experimentation to find out where can I bring a little plop. Where can I bring a little prop blur back and not see so much of the background that you can tell it was a thing. It's not I can't give you a number like lower your opacity to 42.1%. You're just going to have to mess with it.
Each image is different. Like
each image is different. Each sky that
the sky that you put behind it's different. And the
was it gray?
Prop blur
Was
is
it
different.
blue?
The amount of prop blur is different.
Yeah.
Like, but it is that
give
whole.
That a try.
It's all about blending the two exposures.
Yep. Give that a try.
Just takes a little longer. Daryl's asking, where do you go for ideas to shoot when you find yourself without an idea?
All right, you're not going to believe this when I tell you, but I'm telling you, it works magic. Ready? Pinterest. I kid you not. Look, Pinterest is full of ads. Oh my gosh, it's ads galore. Like just, I mean, even things that they disguise themselves, you think you're clicking on an image and it's not, it's an ad. But anyway, if you can get past all the advertising, Pinterest is a great source for inspiration and ideas. And just type in photo ideas, and they'll come up with all kinds of, and then if you can narrow it down, landscape photo ideas, people photo ideas, travel photo ideas in India, whatever you want. There's so much content on Pinterest. I find it super, super helpful. But you can also get inspired by just, following great photographers on Instagram. But if I want it right now and I haven't followed a bunch of people and stuff, Daryl, go to Pinterest. You'd be surprised. It's better than you think.
Another one that I would mention is
500 PX.
Well, that's one, but is a photo contest. Looking after a photo contest, like a big photo contest, go look at the winners, and then try to figure out, well, why did they win? Because a lot of people go, oh, I had a better image and all that stuff. Instead, look at the images that won as what's unique about them, what's the story in them, what's the inspiration? Because then you'll also, I found a lot of times when I do that, I'll bring in, oh, that would be I don't know, it could be a wedding photo, and I see that was a really cool and that won that category, but the technique they're using in that photo, I might be able to apply to my photo and iterate on it, or to make it my own idea. So look at photo contests and the winners of photo contests. Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good one.
I like it. That's good.
All right. Tina's got a question here. Do you have a recommendation for a camera for a 10 to 12-year-old?
I would get one of the high-end Leicas. No, I'm kidding. That's a very, very, very expensive camera. Eric's got a good Canon that he likes.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Canon.
Inexpensive and it's small.
There's
it's
the
small
Canon R8 is a good one.
R8
is a good one. The one thing I would say, it's hard because is it a 10 to 12-year-old that you're trying to get into photography or a 10 to 12-year-old into photography? I would say, because the one thing I would say is a lot of times with kids, especially at that age, actually, that's where I think a really high-end phone, getting them the pro model of the phone, actually will work better for them because
it's going to cost a lot more. Though.
It's going to cost a lot more, but it'll work better for them. Just because. But it just matters what they're into. Because then there's another side of it of if you've got a young person who's not really into it, then the one thing is sometimes actually these newer like Fuji has one that's an instant, you can print out the photos and do all that. That sometimes that gets you into photography because you have to be a little more choosy with what you take pictures of. But then it becomes a print, and then they have a print immediately. So it just matters what stage they're at. But that's where if they're getting into photography, I think something like the Canon R8.
How about the
Is it-
Canon Rebel?
Or the Rebels, but well, the only thing about the Rebels,
529.
the thing about the Rebels is you're also you don't have that like
It's
that
not mirrorless.
It's not mirrorless. Like, but that's where that
Yeah.
there's an R. Well, there's a bunch of them. There's an R50, R100. I mean, they can get really
What's the
cheap.
Canon R50. Oh, that's still $799.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but that's
a lot.
with a lens.
That's almost as much as a phone.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but you know what? The phone for a 10 or 12-year-old comes all kinds of other stuff. Oh, now here's just the body only. But you can't just do the body
You
only.
can't do the
gotta have a
body only. You
lens.
gotta give them the
can't-
lens.
well, yeah.
yeah, but it really like maybe if you could drop in the chat, Tina, is kind of give us a little bit more about like this 10 to 12-year-old like.
Drop a yes in the chat.
Are they really into photography? And then, because then I would say, like, yeah, go get them like the entry level full frame, which is that R8, because you're gonna grow with that one.
Yeah.
You can grow at a 10 years old if you gave them an R8.
I know.
They could grow with that one.
I know, but you know what? 10 and 12-year-olds are so savvy that whatever you buy them, they're not going to say, I want to keep this for years.
That's true.
They're going to go,
That's true.
No, what I really want is an R62 or I want
That's
an
true.
R5.
But they can work up to that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Doug's got a question for Erik. When using the Seastar S30, I don't know how this became the Seastar show. Erik should be getting a commission from Seastar. My Lord, this guy has sold more of these robotic cameras than they've ever sold in anything they've ever done. Anyway, Doug's saying, when using the Seastar S30, do you use the tripod that comes with it, or do you put it on a regular tripod?
So, I use the tripod that came with it. Why? Because if I don't use the tripod that came with it, people think the reason that the images are the way they are is because I use some other tripod or other thing or other special equipment. I'm using the standard, and it literally is like a tabletop tripod that comes with it. But guess what? It works really great. It even works so good that I've even used my wedge on it and done equatorial alignment with the little tripod that comes with it. So you don't need anything fancy. It's fine with the one that came with it. But if you do want to upgrade to another tripod, it's totally cool too. I've experimented with it on a regular tripod, and it works just the same.
All right, Phil in San Antonio wants to know, Erik, what's the best way to contact you about your workshop near the Badlands in July? Isn't it sold out?
It is sold out.
Phil?
But you can. I mean, you can get on the wait.
always
You can
contact
get
Erik.
the wait list to just, or if you're on that, just go to my website there and just go down to the contact and contact me. That's the best way. Just go to the website and hit that contact form. Just like on Scott's, same thing with Scott's. You just go on there and contact them. So.
All right. The Santa Erickson.
Yeah. Is saying, how do you set up Lightroom Classic and Lightroom to sync your photos when traveling?
Okay, here, I know you're not going to want to hear this, but you don't want to use Lightroom and Lightroom Classic at the same time. What I would do, let me think about this, because the scenario that, so Lightroom Classic works great if you're using Lightroom Mobile. If you want to use Lightroom on your phone, your images can automatically sync back, will automatically sync back to Lightroom Classic. But it sounds like you want to use Lightroom on your laptop or something and have it sync back when you're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stickier situation. And we're going to think about it on the break. We'll be right back. Look at that smooth jib. That's not Dobson, I can tell you right now. Look at that jib. That thing's butter. That's got to be.
In travel photography, one question I get asked over and over and over again, what do you do when you go to some place iconic like Paris and you're going to be shooting the monuments, but those monuments have already been shot to death? Who hasn't seen the Eiffel Tower or the Arc de Triomphe for Notre Dame before? Who hasn't seen those? Getting a truly unique shot that no one's ever taken of an iconic place is very, very difficult. That's what this class is about. We're gonna go through all these different strategies on exactly what to do when you're in that situation. How do you come home with compelling, interesting, fascinating photos that feed your soul as a photographer? Come check it out. It's exclusively at KelbyOne.
You know, you are about to experience the best thing any traveling photographer ever can, and that is insider tips, tricks, all the information that you need if you're thinking about going to Boston. The guy's name is John Dukes. He's been there a bunch of times, and you're about to see visual proof of an amazing trip to Boston.
Thank you, Larry. Yeah, I want to invite you on a journey through Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts. We're going to have so much fun with this class, and you will too. You will come prepared, ready to bring your camera, ready to come back with shots, not Instagram shots, but shots that you'll be proud of, shots that you'll be able to show people when you get back and go, look, I captured this when I was there. We're going to talk about gear. We're going to talk about composition. We're going to talk about how to remove people from your shots that you don't want in there.
You will see fantastic places, and one of my favorite things about John's classes is all the hidden places. Those places that you don't know about. You're going to learn that and so much more, and it's only at KelbyOne.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
All right, we are back, Scott and Erik, and hold on one second. Don't move. I want to see something. Don't move. Oh, I thought I had a better picture. But I have this picture I was going to show you. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
From a shoot we did with a ballerina at the Tampa Theater. And so here's our crew, right?
There's Christina.
There's Jason, there's Juan, there's Christina. And who's here on the end? That's right, Dobson.
Dobson.
Now, this was Dobson's first gig with us ever. He doesn't really look like that today. He doesn't have the beard. He's trim. He's taller than he looks there, and he's now 11 foot. There's Kathy P, and there's Esther, our model, and over on the end, I think there was Mike. Yep. So, and there's Sharma. And so we were all shooting at the Tampa Theater there. So that was from a gig that we did a couple of years ago for a class for KelbyOne, if you want to go watch it.
There you go.
But anyway, we got some other important stuff besides looking at Dobson. I've got the most amazing picture of Dobson. I have a couple of hey, that brings up, hold on a second. Look at Kuna.
Yeah, but while we're doing that, we got, speaking of KelbyOne, you were talking about, we've got a new Lightroom hub there, and I think they've got a graphic for it and a link for it. If you go over to that website, kel.by/LR tips, there's a nice little website over there. It helps you out with some learning tips about Lightroom. So if you're into Lightroom or wanting to know more about Lightroom, go check out that website and you'll get some tips on how to best use Lightroom.
All right, I got a better picture of Dobson. So he's cut it, but he has this long hair. So we used to call him Fabio. So what do you get when you mix Dobson and Fabio? Davio. And there he is from the cover of his New York Times bestseller, Hearts Aflame. It's Davio. Now, it's the holidays, Dobson, so you can't kill me, because then you'll get like coal and stuff. Dobson says, this is my 2-week notice. No, it's not, Dobson. You can't go. It's too late, because who would take the role of Davio?
Yeah.
Come on, that's pretty good.
I mean, he had a bestseller. Come on, lean into it.
Lean into it, man. All right.
Yeah. I love it. Hearts of Flame. And then
Hearts of Flame.
I love even what you wrote down there in the bottom.
What did I write down there? Enemies in an age of war. They were lovers in passion. Lover in passion, passion's timeless battle. I don't know. It's something. Whew, it's not very good. All right. Okay. So you guys, we talked about the Lightroom Hub.
We did.
Yeah.
We
Go
did.
check it out.
Go check it out.
All right.
And they can bring up the address one more time.
Can you bring it there?
There it is.
The Lightroom Hub. So it's just a place for us to share some cool tips. It's like some highlights from videos I've done and stuff. You can go check it out there.
There you go.
Grab grab a couple of tips while you're there. Hey, you're already on the KelbyOne site. What the heck? Maybe you could, join a Rooney. All right. Let me ask you a question, Erik, and I want you to be honest.
Do you really?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to be honest.
I'm always honest.
Would giving a KelbyOne membership be a good gift to give someone this holiday season?
If they were into photography, Photoshop, and Lightroom, yes. Or if they were interested in it. If they were into, say, crochet, probably not the best thing.
Okay, so
I'm
it
just
really
being
is
brutally
dependent.
honest here.
Yeah, so it really is
I'm having to be
dependent
brutally honest.
on your personal likes.
Yes. But if you were into that at all, if you were even remotely, like even if I would even say if you were into like taking good pictures with your cell phone and you just want to get better at it, it'd be an amazing gift because we have so many classes on how to take pictures with a cell phone and make amazing pictures with it.
All right.
But again, if you were like, well, my mom's into cooking, probably, and unless she said cooking and taking pictures of food, well, now we can talk.
Now, okay, all right.
I'm just being brutally honest.
And that's brutal.
Brutally honest. If you're into photography, Photoshop, Lightroom, any of those things, there's no better place to be.
That's as brutal as it gets.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. One more thing. I'm looking for something. Do I have it? Maybe not.
Now, I'm just saying to Dobson over there, just saying, I think you have somebody winning 2 prizes with the same name. So I'm just gonna throw it out there that that might have been an error.
Yeah, I would double check your settings there.
Probably double check those. There we go.
Dobson. Getting good help these
Speaking
days.
of Dobson, did you have any more pictures that you could bring up?
No, I was hoping for this one.
I was hoping that you were gonna go into generative fill and do something
I could have
funny.
done. I would have just said picture Dobson. Okay. First off,
you mean you don't have that picture of Dobson when he came in his uniform?
No, I don't. No, in his Chippendales outfit? No.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We do have something very important, though. So we've announced already, of course, the winners of the Worldwide Photo Walk. We've done that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done the leaders win. But there was one last category that we had not announced until today, and we're going to do that. And that is
the People's
Choice Award. And we've got a terrific picture picked by people who are on the walk. And here is our People's Choice winner, which goes to...
How do I go? Let's go full screen.
There we go. And the winner goes to Ahmad Mostafa from Egypt. And this is the image right here. You see the guy looking through that's some framing. And I love the guy on this side, right?
Yeah, and it actually, it was a finalist in our top 10, but then it became the People's Choice.
It also became the People's Choice winner. So congratulations to Ahmed Mostafa, who got the People's Choice Award for this year's Worldwide Photo Walk. So congratulations to Ahmed. Well done, sir.
Yes.
All right, we also have some winners. Let's give the winners of the stuff.
So Platypod Delta. The Platypod Delta is going to Belinda Krause. Then the Night Photography book is going to Nicole. And then the Crush the Composition book is going to Alan T. And then the On One No Noise to Sharon B. So you're just going to email us over at gridprize@kelbyone.com. We'll verify your information and then send you out this prize. That prize. Just try to make sure to do it by, well, we used to do Wednesday, Friday. Try by next Monday.
Yeah. Did you see the On One has a good deal, $50 off on their Photo Raw.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some things you can get for the holidays at the last minute and still get them by Christmas?
KelbyOne membership.
Erik's book. KelbyOne membership, Crush the Composition book.
Yeah.
Any one of those things. Platypod Delta.
You can even gift a KelbyOne membership if you want to.
Yeah, you can gift. Eric's going to show you how.
Well,
Because he's
maybe.
gifty. Hold on, he's looking.
No, that's not that. You were putting me on a spot, and I'm like, I don't.
It popped up for me.
There
There it is.
is-
Oh, it just popped up and you went away.
Uh,
It popped up on the right side of your screen.
there it is.
Here we go.
Gift a membership.
You have to scroll to the bottom of the page. If you go to the very bottom, it says gift.
Or right up at the top, purchase gift membership.
Purchase gift membership. We're also right up there.
Yep.
So get somebody a gift. How much would they love you for doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus, the nice part is if you have a friend that's kind of like on the edge of getting into this and you want to kind of help them out,
This will give them that.
this will give them that push. But then also that becomes another person that you can go shooting with, because we all know that photography is better when we're out there with other people.
Somebody else.
It's just better to be able to bounce ideas off of, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, I've run out of pictures of Dobson, which is a shame. But you know what? If
We'll dig up
nothing
more
else-
by next time.
No, if nothing else, you picked up something valuable today, which I think is you've got a new hot take on chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Just remember, the trick is to order 2 because they are the size of a McDonald's hamburger. I was a little disappointed in that. But the taste, 10 out of 10. Very, very good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we will not be here next Thursday because it is Christmas Eve. And so we're just like, no, next Thursday is Christmas Day. Isn't it?
I think is it Christmas Day next Thursday? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it kind of goes without saying we're not going to do the grid on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Also, the next week would be New Year's Day. Are we going to do the grid on New Year's Day?
No.
But
So
we
it's
will
going
be
to be
back
a
the
little
following-
while. We'll see you next year then.
So we'll be gone for a couple of weeks, but we wish you guys a very happy, safe, and fun holiday. I hope Santa brings you all the stuff that you want under your tree. The next grid will be January 8th, which is a whole nother year from now.
Yep. We'll
It's
kick
not
off the
another-
new
it's-
year.
We won't see you till next year, but it doesn't mean we don't love you, except for Dobson. Poor Dobson. Let's hope for better luck for Dobson in the new year. Have a good one, everybody. Happy holidays.